Oh, where you watch? Look where you watch. Know where you watch. Choose the right thing to watch. And this enough to watch. Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gorgon, Facebook and YouTube. And that enough to watch. The movie star fly take off from Palpatine TV said that. Boom!
A big sound, a play a big tune.
Ja holy Emmanuel I woy Ja Gideon I'm a Gideon The Gideon I'm a Gideon The Gideon I'm a Gideon well Gideon go bustin' out them head again. So much oppression poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy where come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go bustin' out them head. I listen, I see, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know war, not every...
Blow, Mr. Gorgon, blow! Blow till me dance up me toe!
This is Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gorgon. Good, healthy food with the X Factor. So give it a like, share, subscribe, and touch up that notification bell. And that is it. Look at that.
14 billion from some 3 billion, you know. That's a massive jump that, you know, people. When them come and announce it before.
I raise this because the context within which the conversation is going on about roads and the protests is as if this just happened yesterday.
Yes, people. Boy, I'm going to stop and haul and pull up right there, so. Deliver me from my enemy, my God. Set me an eye from those who rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity. Save me from the bloodthirsty men. For behold, they lie and wait for my soul. The mighty gather themselves together against me, not for my disobedience, not for my sin, Lord. I have done no wrong, yet they are ready to attack me. Rise up, behold, and help me. You, Lord God of Former, the God of Israel, rose yourself to punish the nation. Show no mercy to the wicked, treacherous Selah. They return at evening, howling like dogs, and prowl around the city. Behold, they spat with their mouths, soda in their lips, for they say, Who art us? But you, Lord, laugh at them, you scruff of all the nation. O my strength, I wish for you, for God is my high tower. My God will go before me with his loving kindness. God will let me look at my enemy in triumph. Right there, sir. Don't kill them, or my people may forget. Scatter them by their power, and bring them down, Lord, our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let they be catched in their pride, for the curses and lie which they utter. Consume them in wrath, consume them, and they will be no more. Let them know that God rules in Jacob to the ends of the earth. Selah. At evening let them return, let them howl like a dog and go around the city. They shall wander up and down for food and wait all night if they ain't satisfied. But I will sing of your strength, yes, I will sing aloud of your loving kindness in the morning, for you have been my high tower, a refuge in the day of my distress. To you, my strength, I will sing praises, for God is my high tower, the God of my mercy. Up and running, up and gunning, Sticky Stucky Sweet TV, Keith Gorgon, cassava, passava, mind over matter, up and running. Yo, 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 election is in the air. Town fool, they come back again. Yeah, it's like town fool day, innit? So election is in the year, town fool, they come back again, boy. May I tell you, these people are easy. Anyway, we see Andrew Holness come out, launching of the election, announcement of election, a month ago, be, and him see which of them go to do that because they might try something. Anyway, the man come back with the same old time thing again. He have nothing more to say, you know. Same thing come back again, you know, same message and the same type of, you know, the talking like him really care and things like that. And him scripting things in him head. But him having script before him still, you know, but you help now. Same thing again. JLP. He said JLP is stronger. And as far as me say, he said JLP is stronger, but of course it's stronger in thefting, theft, chopping. That's why them stronger, you know. You know what I mean? This man will come back with the same old time thing and come to about him born in a Spanish town again and people tell something different. He born in a Spanish town. He born in a Spanish town. Look at Spanish town. Look on how Spanish town run down. Look how the place stay. Or you can you born in a Spanish town and grow up in a, well, when you know the man talk one, sometimes he say born there, sometimes he say grow up there. Cumberland Road, him say, you know. And look on the condition of Cumberland Road. And this man should be ashamed of himself. Then he come back and him use. Him is the one who helped send the cartel, you know. This is what I try to show them people that use people. Use people, them all use the old people, them use the baby, them use everybody for him one convenience, him one benefit. Now he come upon man like cartel, you know. Him a come talk about, you know, see it. Him are the one who helped send on cartel as a outspoken brother from long time. He never in him. And now him a come talk about, him can't call him name. Use cartel, right? Vice cartel. Him can't call him name. But one artist put it like that. Every nigga is a star. And then again, it's not just cartel. Because big youth said that. I must say big youth, him really. But then again, you know, he might try if he get mileage and things like that. But he might do it in a way you call it diplomatic way, you know. Or he can say, well, I might deal with it. Because but when I deal with anyway people, he might tell the same thing with them when him tell already. Indirectly. And he must spin it. So he come back with the same thing. But he must spin it. But him not have no new argument. Cause him can, instead of him have the new argument, him blame the other administration was there before. And that is not a good look. So the man come and talk a bag of things. Right? Bag of things and then, you know, it's all talking. Random, he come and talk about random idea of voting. Right? Random ideas of voting. And when you see him come with all these words and where he might try everything. I don't know, some people might, that's what I'm saying. Some people hear some things and I don't know where they might deal with. But personally, feel like a word, no, random idea of voting. Trap to, so I must say that trap to democracy. You see, the same word, the same way saying come back with the same thing again, you know, but they must spin things, right? Trap to democracy. How can it, the only trap to democracy is the biggest trap to democracy. Yeah, you the biggest trap to democracy. Yeah. Not no ram down voting as you come. But you some little road and come with what don't make no sense, people. You know what I mean? And the man talk something, but him talk everything him talk about, you know. He just come back with the same policy again with a big spin on it. That's all him do. Nothing new. In election him can't say nothing. Everything him talk, you know, make no sense. He just spell lie. I know right. This man is this man and no shame, you know. I don't know if you call him a man or whatever. This guy do have no shame. Him just because, you know, liar down no shame still, you know. Because when him lie till him can't lie no more and just that. Because he come back with the same old time thing them again. Nothing new. Everything him talk on this election hearing is something I'm talk about. I'm blaming the other administration for everything, road, everything. Because if him do this fix road, everything him talk about, even the dust. Oh, dust was there in St. Thomas before. I never fixed. This man Where tell you know, for his own, you know what I mean? He blame the other administration was there before, like Portia, PJ Patterson, for his own failure. Yeah, for his own failure, you know, for 8 years. Him talk about hospital and don't have, him a talk about hospital, Carnival Region Hospital. Right, this man I talk about Carnival Regional Hospital and I talk about like look from this fucking hospital up bill up people. Not bill up, you know, not building a hospital now, they refurbing in the hospital from when? 2017 and it's still not finished yet. And the value I go up well, you know. All the estimate what them predict and things like that, it go up each financial year. Now it's over 14 billion from some 3 billion, you know. That's a massive jump that, you know, people. When them come and announce it before, right, with a cost just under 3 billion and now 14 billion. That is exactly money chopping. That you call money chopping. And then this man come talk about hospital and rate. And then you know what? Then you know talk about so they not no ambulance, you know. In the 70s, all the government talk about people used to have ambulance. But I tell you, say it not really pretty. This man come back with the same thing with a spin. Big spin too, but him come with the same thing. Nothing new. But when come with the same thing, come back with blaming other administration, and that's all it is. And you know, it's like me see where me see that this launch at you know, we look like some people definitely bossing get paid to ring bell. Because the launch is not that crowded neither. Them just make it look good. And people get paid again. We can say that. I mean, nobody talk about that, but we can say that. People get money to come ring bell. All about. People do things and all hide them face, you know, in a certain way, you know. And the next thing when this man talk about neither again. You know, this long idiot speech I make. Where he talk about prosperity. The way that is easy, you know. I tell you sometimes, you know, people really, that's what I'm saying, you know, people get paid come ring bell and make nice, man. Because, you know, Babylon they on a fall, you know, and that's all it is, you know. The man talk and look what affect this country today. Crime. Number one, that, you know, crime. Well, you know, crime and hospital, education, 3 big things that. You know, him can't even talk about them things that too properly. Him talk about Carnival Region Hospital. Him not talk about public when I have no equipment and no bed and just run down. The man not talk about crime, the most thing where are real rich people, special poor people. I not reach the big people up the road, you know. I up the road, you can't just up the road, I mean uptown. No, not reach them. But this man come address crime. Them can't talk about crime in it. Crime going to get a bullseye. And that's all it is. So all them come with, and this nonsense, it's just the same team come back with, but with a big spin. Him no substance, nothing at all. But him feel like him can't do that and keep on doing it. People, sometimes him talk, I don't even know what him talking about. Him just talk, and what them do, them get that joy to really, when him talk something, them get up, like even Desmond McKenzie, hear him go on. Like when people are fighting for them life, you know, you come back with, just empty barrel, they make the most nice, and that's all them is. Because they don't come back with nothing new. Them can't come back with nothing new. And I talk about them, I go talk about prosperity, and you can't start here. This is a speech, I want to hear that speech. Nothing what him say. I mean, I have even stop in speech with dissect it and talk about it. Because I'm doing everything in one, and people can see the thing where this guy I talk about, say it don't make no sense. Because he might repeat, he might contradict himself. And when he contradict himself, the people them know him pause again and him see, and then they make a lot of noise and nothing in it. So that you call empty barrel make the most noise, and that's all it is. Yeah, man. Empty barrel make the most noise. So all them are going and are going. This is not even a real conference. You can't see people get paid if you put on green shirt and ring bell. Believe you me, they have to do them things there. Because people fed up with them. So all the same are going and things like that. It's a well organized. It is like a prank launch of an election. Believe you me, people. And you couldn't say, well then, you know, Babylon, your kingdom is falling. Because when the man come to about prosperity, keep on attack. Which prosperity? The man talk some crap in this rascal. You better me keep him mouth shut. But I'm tell you, say, you know, cock mouth kill cock, you know, and that's all it is. This not have nothing to do with it don't no substance, nothing at all. Like you know, no. It's really slack. Really slack. Really slack. I'm not seeing no sense in it. But I'm not going to bother even keep going on over it because it don't make sense. They're going to just make people hear what they must say and what he must say upon this and say, well, unless you don't really dieted, I don't really have no sense. I don't fool and can't see what me I talk about and can't see what me I talk about, what I talk about and see, that's his facts. So it's nothing new. It's the same old time thing. Him come back with a big spin. And that, you know, we call these people spin doctor. So that's that, Mr. Spin Doctor. So we'll edit at that and just get into the video and hear a spin doctor say, yeah man, here goes. Boom.
Jamaicans, both here and abroad, officers, delegates, party workers, senators, ministers, members of parliament, MP caretakers, and the foundation of the representational arm of the Jamaica Labour Party, our councillors and councillors caretaker. You give me great pride as I stand from my vantage point and survey the Jamaica Labour Party. First of all, you look beautiful. You look organized. You look purposeful. You look ready. Today, whilst I am down on the agenda, I am not the main speaker. The Minister of Local Government has ceded some of his time to me to make a brief presentation in my style. There are some points that I want to quickly go through. First of all, we would have had this election long ago had it not been for a global pandemic, an event that is a 100-year event. No other government in Jamaica has had to treat with such a global pandemic. And we handled it very well, to the point where Jamaica seems to forget that we have had a pandemic. And so there is quite a bit of conversation going on without the context that we kept Jamaica safe, but more than that, we recovered Jamaica stronger than before the pandemic. In this business, nobody is going to give government credit. Government has to explain to the people. It is an eternal obligation for government to explain to the people the backdrop and the context of the challenges, the plans and programs and policies to overcome, and the successes that we have managed to achieve and that which will come in the future. We can't be shy about it. Our light cannot be under a bushel. All of you in here are candles for the Jamaica Labour Party. You represent the light of the Jamaica Labour Party, and you must shine in every corner of Jamaica. There has never been a government of Jamaica that has had so many achievements to go and face the people with. You are well armed to go and face the people of Jamaica for any election. You represent a government that with great challenges we have achieved. We don't need to go to the people with deception. And I tell you this, I gave last year an instruction to the Jamaica Labour Party communication arm that we must reform and revise our communications policy to take out of it false and deceptive information. You will not find the Jamaica Labour Party promoting, circulating, distributing false, degrading, nasty lies about people, programs, policies, or anything. We do not do that. And there are many members of the Jamaica Labour Party that I have had to personally call up. We don't need to do that. When they go low, we go. We must communicate to the people the facts. And in this world of social media, where grievance politics and negativity sells, we have to work even harder to make sure that our story is in the forefront of the minds of the voters. So you face a difficult task, but you have to be constant. You have to be persistent, and you have to be consistent in giving the people the facts. As you prepare to face an election, it is important that you understand that you are part of a bigger picture. A pixel in a beautiful tapestry that is going to be created for Jamaica. You are an important part of it. And there is a mission that the entire organization is geared towards. And you need to understand that mission so that you can properly articulate the mission. When we started on this journey, and I assumed the leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party, I had to go and do some deep soul searching. Why did I want to become the leader of a country? Why would I dedicate my life to this? And I had to properly define it. I was born in Spanish Town, and I like to tell the story because I don't tell it enough. And there are people who are trying to tell my story, trying to define me. And I listen, I see all the lies they publish, all the falsehood and false narratives they carry. I don't always respond because I don't go through third parties. I talk directly to the people of Jamaica. When the people of Jamaica see me and hear me and touch me and feel me, they know I am real. I am from them. I am like them. I went through their struggles. I understand their struggles, and I'm true to them. I am your child, I am your son, I am your brother, I am your uncle, and now I could be your father. You are my family. So as I was shaped mentally, politically, by the experience of the 1980s, growing up on Cumberland Road in Spanish Town and then moving to Ensom City and witnessing and seeing political violence up front firsthand. Like thousands of Jamaicans having to walk to school because your mother never had the money to give you to take taxi, to come home and wash that uniform and iron it the next day. I know what it is not to have lunch money, but nobody in the world would ever know, because even though I was poor, I was proud. So when I say I love the poor, but I hate poverty, you understand what I mean. So after I have done my soul searching about what I need to do for my country, what was the mission? The mission was to move Jamaicans from poor thinking, poor way of life, move Jamaicans from poverty to prosperity. It's not just my belief. One DJ said it far more eloquently than I could say it. Every ghetto youth is a star. And I want every ghetto youth to realize that dream. Not prosperity for some tapanaris, not prosperity for some big shot, not prosperity for a few, but prosperity must be shared for all Jamaicans. Prosperity, therefore, was the mission. To move Jamaicans from poverty to prosperity. In a fair and equitable shared prosperity. Now, we recognize that to do that, we couldn't do it by ourselves. This room, though important and representing a significant part of the political capital of the country, we alone couldn't do it. And therefore, it was important that this message also be accompanied by another message, partnership. So as we reflected on our message as a political organization, we moved from poverty to prosperity to partnership for prosperity. That was 2016. You see that you are an important part of a movement. You are journeymen in this struggle to make Jamaica better. And in that partnership for prosperity, and that is what makes us proud, even if we're poor. And that is what makes us strong and believe in independence. Because we believe that we can convert our labor into value. We can use our labor to create wealth. That's what we believe. And so the greatest program, the greatest result of this government is to get our people employed. Starting a few days ago, released another record-breaking unemployment number, 4.2%. In my lifetime growing up, I have become used to double-digit unemployment. That is not something that anyone can undervalue and diminish. And it is something that this party must say over and over and over and over again. More people are employed in Jamaica now than any time before in the history of Jamaica. We have other challenges coming because of this full employment. I have avoided using the term full employment because, there are people who really, the slightest thing, they come and cloud the conversation with foolishness. And then it takes my time now to have to go and respond when I have other things to do. But really, we are at that technically in full employment. No doubt, there are some youngsters there that we need to bring in. There may be persons there we need to reskill and bring in. And we have started to put programs in place. We have been anticipating that to bring them in to the system so that we can get the benefit of their labor to continue the growth of the economy. But bear this in mind. When you put someone in a job, that is the most effective way of ending absolute poverty. It will not happen overnight, but if you allow it to continue, if the electorate is discerning of what we are doing and understand what we are doing and see the pathway to it and don't get diverted as they were diverted in the 70s. We could have been like Singapore, but we wandered off into fancy and rhetoric. Singapore now has a GDP that is higher than most developed countries. A country that was colonized. They're no better than we.
Hold on. We have to interject again, people. This no look good, it no look pretty. He should never even open up his mouth on this. So I'm not sure if you show it to these people, them not no sense. Common sense, water up because you have now. You see, he mentioned the name, and I'm sorry to mention it because him not the right thing. You have now. He will call Singapore name. Singapore is a country really come out, and them was the heart of corruption, and then people get rid of it completely. And there's no corruption can go on for them government again. People go to prison, then rip them off that. But you see him go talk about Singapore because Singapore do good. But him not talk about the corruption where them fix, People can look it up, and see where Singapore coming from. They're one of the biggest corruption country with government, and there's so much of them go prison. Want to do something specially from that. But anyway, because him touch this topic now, because Singapore doing so good, him have to call, and him not shame neither. Him should well, I tell you say, well, sometimes I tell you say, that's why you say, I watch Colombo, because this fool will lead Jamaica and go and let them have any sense. I just condemn in this, Yeah, man. Because when we do mention Singapore, and look what Singapore do with corruption, crush it out of government, mash it, because they were the biggest contribution with corruption, Singapore. Anybody can go research it and see. So when him call Singapore because it look good, but it look like he make a mistake again, him chat till him just chat shit. Because him call Singapore and him not tell you say, well then, them get, because he could never say that, oh, them get rid of corruption. See it, as I'm saying, cock, mouth, kill cock. Anyway, let's get back to the reasoning. You can understand what I deal with. Yeah.
They may have made better choices than we have. Jamaica needs a long runway, and we need to stick to that runway to make sure that the benefits of the policies that are in place can be realized. So, when we faced the electorate in 2020, the high-level message was still there. Partnership for prosperity. But you couldn't face the electorate without understanding the pandemic. And therefore, the message then was recovering stronger. That was the message, recovering stronger. The message that people understood. And then we changed the message close to the end of the campaign to just stronger. Because the truth is, and it continues to be, that this government, this Jamaica Labour Party government, this Andrew Holness-led government is stronger than any other government that has been in Jamaica. Then we moved as the stronger recovery was there for all to see. But As a result of the pandemic, we had a fallout in the global supply chain, which precipitated massive inflation. Then we had a war in Europe. I mean, can you imagine one government in a small country just recovering from an economic crisis, having to deal with all of these things? But we dealt with it. Because pound for pound, man for man, when you look at the Jamaica Labour Party's cabinet for the government, it is far superior than anything else that is out there. And that is not just talk, that's substance of what has been delivered, which cannot be questioned. I don't have to go through with it. Reduction in debt, how many quarters of consecutive growth that we have had, the reviews of the international rating agencies, the people who know about economics, what they say about what Jamaica has done. But there you go. The essence of it all is that we are able to run the economy for 8 years without saying to you, the consumer, pay more tax. Some people forget what it was like between 2013 and 2015. But we must remind them when they open their mouth and talk all kind of nonsense. Now, there are some challenges. Everyone here in local government, when you go out into the field, you are going to be, I'm certain, accosted about roads. And the way in which the conversation about roads is carried, I mean, sometimes I have to shake my head because it is carried without context. And I'm just going through, I downloaded some articles about protests for roads, and I found a few of them interesting. I want to share one or two of them with you. This one is an article, April 29, 2013. Who was in power then? It says, St. Mary residents protest against bad roads, lack of water. Who was the MP for St. Mary Western? It says, Gale St. Mary residents of Mile Gully, Georgetown and Jacksontown in this parish yesterday blocked the Dresiki main road in protest over what they said are very poor road conditions and lack of water in their communities. This is 2013. The residents used a large tree to block the road, disrupting the traffic flow for hours before it was cleared by the NWA. The Member of Parliament, which I won't name, for Western St. Mary at that time, in which the communities are located, said he has since requested an estimate for work to be done on the road from the NWA parish manager, which he will present to the Ministry of Transport and Works. He said the estimate was expected to be completed the next day. But while promising that he would do all he can to address the problem, here's what he said. The roads had not undergone major work since the mid-1980s.
Yes, people. Boy, I'm going to stop and haul and pull up right there, so, because you up now. We sure say this man is really the art of the best or the wickedest spin doctor ever hear. And when he's a spin doctor, he's a liar, you know. When he's a liar, he's a thief. Here where this man come with now, Rafi Allen pull up right or so. Because he must say, well then, him gone in a certain thing. You talk about Joel and Silvera now. He was the MP down there, so. And now, even have some difficulty murder thing where we are beat every day. Now I use that. That's what I say, I spin it now. Even I call a name and rate and lele, but I use that psychologically, indirectly, and everything that's nasty about this brother here, right? Everything that's nasty about him, because him use the whole people and make him walk, or when they want pampers, him, remember them. Him use the little pitney them, which is them parents, allow them to do that because them licky as well. And him use everybody. Woman, boy, I tell you, see him gonna Portland gonna use up top boss how we want name, like a you funny youth there from Disneyburg, them thing. Anyway, them people them there where him say have popularity, him use them. But anyway, back to this thing where I must say now. With the MP and I talk about road from when PMP was in power, Imagine that. And them in a power 8 years. And him still you saw that brother a fool. Him lie till him fool and him fool till him lie. Because you have now. You see all of them places where I talk about. I talk about Gail and my place. Because Gail a part of our partner St. Mary. And that's how we used to go. Gail at the town where we used to get everything. Everything that Gail, So we leave from my gully and we go for Gail. And we can go from Gail to Wochi, right? My place that. And that's how I grew up with my granny. We talk about my gully, Sheshe, Jessica, Jackson Town, my playground that. And we just up the other day, right? I just up the other day. And I tell you, some road around there, so. I tell you, say, they not do nothing. Montague, because him at the MP now. And if people want to see the road, I have some pictures still I can't show, But I never really take a thing so well, what I mean. I just say, I don't have really, but, I have some pictures we can show the road and think we are growing some fucking corner people. So you have now. This man just talk and that's why I have to all up and pull up here, so because you see, him touch my crew right now. Because him a go talk about one a Gail, Jessica, my gully. We just that one dance at Jessica the other day. Well, the brother, me not know any people, but this is one but him a use the dead man, the man kill him wife, or allegedly kill him wife, whatever. And him lock him up now, so they might use that. And so that brother was his friend, make it worse, Was a good friend. The guy is a good friend of this brother, Andrew Holness, and he's a good friend of Mark Golden. So them in the same clique. So I like say somebody on the sideline. Them all is a good friend. This guy and Montague a good friend as well, people. So for sure, so all this man can spin things and tell lie, and then him lie till him just make him. Because right now, as a man who I really have my program and my platform, and I do this now, and then him come call them name now. That man to go be a call these name where him know he never even pass through them places yet. But him never, never even pass through them places yet. One of them places horrible with the road, people. Especially when you come from Gail and turn up with a Sheshe, you go Jessica and go up in a my gully. Some road up there someone, I tell you that a mule can ride on them, can walk on them. So what this brother I say is crap. Anyway, go back to the reasoning. Because I just have said that, can get me cross.
I raise this because the context within which the conversation is going on about roads and the protests is as if this just happened yesterday. I toured Hanover, and I said it before, a lady, a returning resident, she saw me in the market and she made sure in the strongest terms to register her disgust of not having water in Chesduck, a lovely community in Hanover. And I checked it out, and Chesduck has not had water for a long time. And there are many communities like that. I did point out the number of other communities that we are bringing water to, including a massive pipeline relaying in passing Berlin-Otte High School and several other major developments for water in the area. In other words, what the government can do in 1 year of budget pales in comparison to what has not been done for decades of neglect. But the frustration of the people is palpable, it's real. When you get up and you don't have water, you don't care about that context. You just want your water. No! You want the water now. And so as councillors and councillor caretakers, MPs and MP caretakers and people who represent, you have to appreciate the emotion of the problem first. So you have to agree, commiserate with them, but you would not have helped the situation if you didn't bring them to the contextual understanding of the problem. Because if you allow them just to vote on emotion, they will vote in a random way. And that is always a threat to democracy, the randomization of voting choice. To get over this randomization of voting, you have to have consistent and constant information flow about your plans, your successes, your achievements, and all that you're going to do to address the problem. And you must be respectful of the voters' feelings. So, I give you another one. And I just wanted to do this because, just listening to the conversation sometimes, it's my duty is more than just seeking political office. My duty is to make sure that we elevate the political conversation. So I give you another one, which I found quite interesting. And listen to this one. It's taking a little time to load, but here it is. And Mrs. Holness would probably know about this one. 11 Miles residents protest dust nuisance, bad roads. When was this? No, when? Anybody can guess when this was? This was the 22nd of July, 2014, a special day for me, my birthday. You would have thought that it was last year or the year before when we started the South Coast Road Improvement Project. Yep. Angry residents of 11 Miles in Bull Bay, St. Andrew, yesterday took to the streets to protest the deplorable road conditions and long-standing dust nuisance that have been affecting their health. You see what I'm saying about the context and what you hear and what they put on social media? It's as if this just happened yesterday. This has been going on from 2014. But what is the difference? It's not just sufficient for me to come here and say, well, this has been going on, so therefore don't blame me. What's the difference? Well, let me tell you what's the difference. The government that you have elected takes responsibility. In 2013 and 2014, they said they were going to do something about it. But which government has actually done something about it? We now have the Spark program that Chairman Montague, a member of parliament now for the era, he was the member of parliament then, will now have those residents, instead of them going out to protest, they can now participate in a new model of how public resources can be allocated, especially in these critical priorities of roads, to determine how the first tranche of $150 million that will be allocated to his constituency will be spent. And it is highly likely that that road, what's it called? Mile Gully. That road will be included on his priority list and be fixed. If it is not done, the Member of Parliament has come to the Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation, under which the portfolio of works is located. And he is likely to make special representation. But that road is going to be fixed. Amen. Jason. And I say the council for the area, who was quoted in the article as well, that Jason James, that road will be fixed. Now, so the residents at 11 Miles were complaining about dust in 2014. When you look at that beautiful stretch of road that was now built, the South Coast Road Improvement Project, the people there in 11 Miles and all of that stretch, they are seeing the benefits of a government that takes responsibility and acts. So the difference is that in times gone by, you were struggling without hope, without real prospects of change happening. And why was this? Because our economy was floundering. Now, because you made a good choice to put a good team in, to properly manage the economy without being a burden on you, but bringing more resources, we are now able to put in place long-term programs to address these long-standing problems. Why disrupt that? Why disrupt that? You have first, this is the largest ever allocation to repair roads. The largest ever. And you know, I don't want to say everything here because I do have a budget speech to make. But I want to share with you one other thing, because again, the conversation needs to be put into context, and I'll share this one with you. So this one is about health. And I see Minister Tufton here, and you will be very interested in it. Hear this one now. Head of the School of Public Health and Health Technology at UTech, Professor Winston Davidson, says the bed situation and the bed capacity in the 4 major government hospitals in Western Jamaica is now assuming crisis proportions. You know when this was said? This was said June 29, 2013. And he went on to, he said something that I found very interesting about the population increased by 40% since 1974 to now, and services have not kept pace with these demands. He spoke about the Cornwall Regional Hospital that at that time he said was built 40 years ago. The Cornwall Regional Hospital has a bed complement of 417 and the rate of occupancy is 91%. In other words, it is a facility that is the main hospital in the Western region, which is almost always full. He said no major repairs have taken place in that hospital since it was built 40 years ago at the time. What is different now? Yes, we still have bed shortages. Yes, patients have to wait. We appreciate that, and we respect our people and we understand the struggle. But what is different is that for the first time in 40 years, because our economy is doing well, we are able to invest in healthcare in a big way. When you visit Cornwall Regional, when it is almost finished now, it is a total transformation. We have taken a building. We have spent billions of dollars on it to improve it. In addition to that, we are building the Western Child and Adolescent Hospital, which will increase capacity for service in the Western region. We are building and expanding a Type 5 clinic. I toured there a few weeks ago. And then look at Spanish Town Hospital, where we get so many complaints about the emergency room situation and the lack of beds and so forth. We are building a brand new wing, massive. Administrations before didn't do that and couldn't do that. They could only talk. So you are now in a totally different era of government. An era created by the Jamaica Labour Party. An era of stability and growth that needs to be continued in order to ensure that we achieve our mission of prosperity for all Jamaicans. I just use those two examples to try and bring the nation back to reasonable conversation about the challenges that exist. Getting closer now to local government, as we approach the people again to ask for their support, what is it that we are saying to them for this election? Again, the overall themes are still there. But now we say to the people of Jamaica, we are building for you and your community. Very important that you are a part of the equation. You, the people. And that mission is one that involves things like your parks, your community parks and national parks where you can go and recreate with your family. It was my great pleasure to officially launch the start of the Portmore Resilience Park. And when I passed through the Harmony Park in this beautiful parish and just see how it has transformed the space and how the people are transformed in that space. That's you in the equation. That's the building your community. That's the fire stations that we have built. St. Thomas, Hanover, all over, new fire stations. It's the new police stations that we have built. It's the schools that we are upgrading. And we want to continue to build for you and your community. But I know that as young people, and some of you travel, many of you watch TV, and you see the infrastructure in other countries. They look modern. You know, see no zinc. Everything straight and clean. And you say, well, I don't want to stay here because the quality of life that I am enjoying here, I want to enjoy a better quality of life somewhere else. Because for many decades now, the towns and buildings that were built, some of them a century ago, we have not had the resources to update and upgrade and build new things and make our thing look modern too. Everything is congestion. Any little town in Jamaica you go, congestion. You can't walk on the street. Everybody catch up there, so catch up there, so you go in our little shop, you have to tussle. But that is what local government is about. Transforming the local spaces to make it easy for commerce, easy for business, easy for people to have recreation. And so we are the first government I can't recall when, probably the building of downtown Kingston and New Kingston, and that would have been in the 60s. But we are the first government to now say we are literally going to purpose build towns. And the first one we have started with is the new Morant Bay Urban Center, where we took over a factory that closed 25 years ago, right? That they tried to do all kind of things with, spend all kind of money on it, and it never got back off the ground. And we have now taken it. And when you drive past here and look over there, you see the buildings going up. That is going to be the first newly built, modern, urban space in Jamaica for a long time. And we're going right across Jamaica with it. What is going to happen here in Montego Bay, government is not going to physically do it, but in partnership and because of our policies, people are making the investment to put up modern structures right here, so in St. James. We're going to deal with Lucy, and I see Babsy out there say Spanish Town, Spanish Town, Spanish Town. Spanish Town is a big one, so we have to plan the Spanish Town properly. But we're going to do Orocabessa, and we already now are quite close to starting Boundbrook in Port Antonio. So I understand the frustration of my fellow Jamaicans because I born and grew in it. I come from it. I see it every day. From 1865 to now, from that great rebellion, that struggle against oppression, till now, we are struggling, hoping, fighting for better conditions. If you see yourself as a link in that chain, as a continuation of that struggle, you cannot give up hope. We are seeing the light. We have now crossed into a new dispensation of Jamaica. Jamaica 2.0 is being built before your very eyes. And as I close my presentation to you as councillors, it means that local government can't remain the same way it has been. That there has to be radical changes to how local government operates. So I want the public to also know that though we are coming to you to ask for your vote and your support, we are also aware that you have concerns. And like everything else that this government has taken it on, we have done it in a strategic and systematic way to ensure that the results are long-lasting, fair, and equitable.
A big sound, I play a big tune.
Jah holy Emmanuel, I, whoa, Jah Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy where come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I see, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we no want no devil philosophy. Not until color of a man's skin is of no more significant, well, to the color of his eye. Remember all the war done in 1935.
This is Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gorgon. Good, healthy food with the X Factor. So give it a like, share, subscribe, and touch up that notification bell. And that is it. Look at